Hi everybody, how are you? It's another beautiful day. Not supposed to be as warm, but still nice and warm. I hope everyone can enjoy it. So let's begin for today. Ouch. It hurt to raise my arm. I had my second shingles vaccine yesterday and it hurts to raise it. Here's our chart. I just ripped off, but yesterday was Wednesday. So let's find out what that means. Or not what it means, but what day it is today. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Let's do it well and I'll show them to you. There's Sunday, and there's Monday, there's Tuesday, and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday, and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. So what did we already say? Yeah, okay. So yesterday was Wednesday. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Monday or Thursday. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Monday. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday. Which sounds better? In that place, Thursday. Today is Thursday. And that means tomorrow is or will be. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday or Wednesday. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday, which is coming fast. And as I look outside, it looks very sunny out again. It looks a little darker when you're looking here. We don't have the lights on. We just don't need it with the brightness outside the windows. Miss Julie and I get like not too much light coming in. Just the way it is. So let's do this now. Let us find out what number day today is. And we're going to count all the way from the beginning. You ready? Remember, you can move along with the counting. You can just think about it in your head. You can blink your eyes to it. But think about the numbers that are coming up. Or you don't have to move at all, but use your brain and think. Ready? A 1 and a 2 and a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So this is when we change our tens number. Because we're already at 19, which is as high as we can go. So then the 1 has to change into the number, what comes after 1? 1, 2. Today is 20, 2, 0. Tomorrow will be 21, 2, 1. Because this will stay the same for a while, just like the 1 stayed the same. Just looking here, trying to figure out if they have a pattern, but I guess the pattern is a color one. And it's blue, yellow, green, orange, purple, pink. Blue, yellow, green, orange, purple, pink. But I was also trying to see if there's any kind of pattern with what they have up there. It's kind of gloss there. But there isn't. So today is Thursday, May 20th. Oh my goodness. We're running out of May days. May Day. Before we go into our reading, I just wanted to go over a little bit shapes to just review. So let's see what I have first. You want Miss Julie to pick one? Okay. She picked, oh, first of all, because she wasn't here when I said good morning, let's say good morning, Miss Julie.
Good morning, friends. How are you?
She picked the square. Now the square has 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. This line and this line, and this, and the 2 sides. And it also has 4 corners. And all the lines are the same length. And our square is blue. Okay, I'll pick one. What do I have? I have the heart. Ba-doomp, ba-doomp, ba-doomp. You all have my heart. Ah! And the heart, you just kind of go round and down and up, back again. Sometimes I can draw hearts pretty well, sometimes not so well. And sometimes I just draw one side really well and fold the paper over and cut it out like that if I have to cut it out. That's our heart. And the heart is red. Okay, you can pick. Who wants to pick? Oh, you want that one? Okay. Triangle. Tri means 3. 1, 2, 3, because there's 3 angles. Triangle. There's 3 angles and there's 1, 2, 3 sides. Now they don't always have to look like this. The triangle can look different ways. You can have lines longer than others, and all the angles don't have to always be the same size. Or, yeah, size is good. And this is a green triangle. You know what? I think I need to plug you in. Would you, when you have a chance, the plug is right on the desk. Rectangle. Now, the rectangle is very interesting because every square is a rectangle. Because a rectangle just means it has 4 sides. But not every rectangle is a square because rectangles have longer sides on 2 of the sides, where the square is all the same. See the difference? This one's much thinner because these lines are shorter. Rectangle. And we have a red rectangle. What? You want Miss Julie to pick again? Sounds good to me. There we go. She picked the circle. And it's a bright yellow circle. Kind of looks like the sun. Or sometimes the moon at night. But you can see little things in the moon. And the circle just has a line that goes round and round and round and round back to the beginning. That's your circle. Star. Just like we see twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. We see them up in the sky at night. And stars usually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 11 little lines. But it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Why did I go? I counted 1 twice because that didn't make any sense. But that's a pretty yellow star. Kind of looks like it could be the petals of a flower as well. And last we have the oval. Now the oval is like a circle that you just squished down in the middle. So I could just pull these 2 sides up and I would make a circle. It's a squish circle and it's an oval. And it's a pretty blue oval. I just love color. How about you guys? Do you love color? Okay. Today we're going to read a little bit more. We started on Monday with it. I think, yeah, Monday, on the Titanic shipwreck. Exploring the Titanic shipwreck. So we have some words that were from the other ones that we'll go over. Explore. And what does explore mean? It means to search and discover. There's the X, that's where he has to go, so he has to explore through all here to find it. Explore. And you can use lots of, usually your eyes, but sometimes people use other things to help them explore. Compasses, still need your eyes. So you need to see to explore. I'm sure there's ways, but I don't know. Titanic, that was the big famous passenger ship that sank in 1912. Each of these little dots goes to a room. Lots of people on there. But unfortunately, it hit a iceberg and went down. And a shipwreck is a ruined or destroyed ship, and it goes down to the bottom of this ocean or sea. It has a big hole that lets water in, and then it sinks. Submarine, a ship that can travel underwater, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to have 5 people go in there once they get to the shipwreck. The pilot and a scientist and 3 others. Oh, I'll be one. I'm volunteering to be one of the others. I don't know if they'll hear me or not, but maybe they will. Then we have the Atlantic Ocean, and that's where it went down. In the Atlantic Ocean, if you go to the ocean here, is the Atlantic Ocean. Because Rhode Island is right, I don't know if you can see, Rhode Island is right up kind of in there. Yeah. I'm just like, it looks wrong backwards. And we did the scientist, the man who, does experiments and figures things out. We did explore, shipwreck we did, submarine. And this was the company that's going to go out there. Ocean Gate Expeditions. I would love to get in touch with them. And this is, every unit comes with extension activities, and sometimes we do them and sometimes we don't, but I thought it'd be nice to get a few other little facts that they had in this. So, exploring, everyone start exploring. The Titanic Shipwreck. There it is on top of the water. But remember, the shipwreck means it goes down, 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 all the way to the bottom of the sea. There it is at the bottom of the sea. Can you see it? It's hard to see. But see, there's another little submarine there pointing a light on it. So there must be something over here pointing a light, because it's very dark at the bottom. Wow, it's amazing that all these years it still looks like that. Okay. The Titanic was a famous British passenger ship. When you say someone's British, they're from the UK, the United Kingdom, England, which is across the Atlantic Ocean from us, which was what we once were. We were British, but then we had our independence war and became Americans. This was its very first trip. It sinks on its first trip. How horrible is that? There were more than 2,000 passengers and crew members. I think the ships now can hold even more, can't they? I don't know. It hit a huge iceberg. That's when the water's really cold. It has the ice that comes above the water, so you can see that part. But underneath, it's formed also there, so you don't know if underneath this part's sticking out more, so you can hit that. A lot of ships have hit icebergs and not had, you know who wins? The iceberg. So there's another picture. There's a real picture of it heading out. Back then, there were no planes, so they had to use ships like this to get back and forth from different countries that weren't landlocked together, land didn't reach each other. So we had to go across the Atlantic to get to Europe and other countries, and other Asia, because there were no planes, and you can't take a train. That's silly. Where are they going to put the train tracks? Ocean liners, that's what the Titanic was one of the biggest, it's one of the biggest ocean liners in the world. It was more than 880 feet long. That's like over 8 football fields. No. Feet versus yards. I don't know. Oh my goodness, it had 9 decks. That's floors. 9 decks. About the height of an 11th-story building. We're a 2-story building here. We have the first floor, and we have the floor our school is on. The hull, the bottom part of the ship, the body of the ship, was made of steel. Years and years and years ago, they were made of wood because they didn't have steel. They didn't know about steel and stuff, so they made them out of wood. So this is where it left from. It left from this little port in England. Well, I don't know if it's little, called Southampton. And it was going to go across the Atlantic, like we say. It was going to New York City, New York. Some of the passengers were just really rich people that just wanted to go on business trips or wanted to go on vacation, just wanted to cross the ocean. Some of them were hoping to stay in the United States to get jobs, because they thought that we had more jobs here than they did in some other countries, that people had a hard time finding jobs, so they had to go looking for jobs. I just have to get my marker because we're coming up to something. I know I had, there it is. Nope. Okay. Now we want to know, what was the Titanic crossing? Was it crossing the Pacific Ocean, which is over on the west side of our country where California is, or was it crossing the Atlantic Ocean? I'm going to immediately cross that one out. It was crossing the Atlantic Ocean. See? Yes, I always have a hard time changing the pages. I crossed one out already. What was the hull, the body of the ship, made out of? Was it made out of steel or wood? Does anybody remember from us reading? The body of the ocean was made with steel. The body of the ship was made with steel. Wood was how they made them years ago. So we want steel. Oh, sorry, I can't catch the paper. There. The Titanic was going from England to the United States. Was it going to go to Miami, Florida, or New York City, New York? It was going to New York City, New York. That's where back then a lot of boats came in with people coming over from other countries. They came into it had a big, huge shipyards there for the ships to come in. A big port for them to come in to. Now, this is the sad part, is people were looking for icebergs. He's a lookout. Some of them would go up higher on stands. Some were looking right from the deck. They saw the iceberg at night. The Titanic was heading right towards the iceberg, but it was going too fast. They couldn't stop it or turn it in time, so it crashed. And that damaged the bottom of the hull, and it started filling with water. Now, I know this isn't the Titanic, but it made a big hole in the bottom of it, and water came on. And it was cold, cold water. You didn't want to get into that water if you didn't have to. People tried to escape the sinking ship. There was 20 lifeboats on board, and about 700 people escaped. There's what a lifeboat looks like. They're on, let's see if we can see them. They usually have them, up here hanging so they can easily be lowered down into the water with people in them. But that wasn't enough lifeboats for all the people on the ship, so only some could make it onto the lifeboats. It sank in 2 hours, 2, and 40 minutes. It was just ended up being split in two as it sank. And the other ships couldn't get there in time to help them. So some people got out on the lifeboats and some people didn't. Now they want to explore it some more. The wreck of it wasn't found again until 1985. Now it sounds like a long time ago, but not so long for me. A group of scientists found it 13,000 feet under the sea. Now the pressure down there on you is so great that a person can't swim down there. You would just be like crushed. Plus you wouldn't be able to breathe. It was found near Newfoundland, Canada. And now they're going to explore it this summer. So cool. I know I keep saying that, but okay. I wish they had a picture of this part. Oh, they do. What did the Titanic crash into? Did it crash into another ship? Or did it crash into an iceberg? And I just said iceberg, but see, that's what an iceberg looks like. They have the ice above the water, but there's the real dangerous part is what's underneath. There's ice under there too, and it's not as easy to see, so you may not know how far out it goes. But that's how cold the water it sank in was. If they can have icebergs there, then the water was really cold. So if you ended up going into the water, you probably did not make it. Too cold. I don't care about that one because we didn't read that one. The Titanic was found near Newfoundland. And that's part of Canada, our neighbor to the north of us. We're in the middle, the United States. Canada's north of us, and Mexico is south of us. And other countries too, but they all make up North America with us. And that was a little bit more about the Titanic. Goodbye, Miss Julie. Miss Julie's going on her break. Goodbye, Miss Julie. So then Miss Joanne found these, and Miss Julie cut them out and laminated them all, but they're counting cards, but they have sea things. There's a sand dollar, shells, umbrellas out the ocean where people are out playing in the water. Obviously there's fish in the another kind of shell. If you're on the side at the beach, you can build sand castles. There'll be sailboats. There's different kind of boats, and this one, some of them have motors still, but some of them don't, and it just uses these to catch the wind to move. Because that's how they did it years ago in the wooden ships, because they didn't have motors. Those weren't invented yet. Oh, crabs, Mr. Krabby. Oh, we've talked about them. I can't think of the name right now. Jellyfish. starfish, palm trees in the shoreline. You might need some buckets to play in the sand. A lot of people wear flip-flops when they go because you get sand in your shoes otherwise. They play with a ball on the beach if you're allowed to. But a lot of the state beaches have some strict rules about those. Octopus. Well, a lot of them. Octopi, I guess. Another school of fish. That's what it's called. When you have a group of fish like that, it's called a school. Hey! Just like here. Ooh, some other pretty fish. Another school of fish. See the difference? Oh, well, if you're out in the ocean, you want the sun. Sometimes too much sun would be beating down on you. Seahorses. They use this little tail thing to wrap around a piece of seaweed or something that's stuck to the bottom of the ocean. And that's how they stay steady. And some more shells. So we're going to do some counting with them. Let me just pick one. Oh, hold on for a minute. Hello! I had to pause it for a minute. So over here, I'm not looking at them. Let me see what I have. I lied, I am looking at them. We have the palm trees. So what we need to figure out is, do we have 3 palm trees? Do we have 4 palm trees? Or do we have 5 palm trees? So you have to help me count them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 palm trees. Now, do you remember which one of these is 4? Is that 4? No, that's 3. Is that 4? No, that's 5. There's the number 4. I got my little clothespin out. We should paint them and make the clothespins pretty. There it is. 4 palm trees. Hula, 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 hula. All right, let's get another one. I don't want one. What's the matter?
I lost the cover.
It's probably inside the...
Probably in the dishwasher. Yeah.
Now we have, remember when you go to the seashore, you can build sand castles? Although not many people get them to look like that. They do have some big sandcastle festivals where people make things like this, but your typical kid at the beach, no, they don't really do things like that. But we want to know if we have 7 sandcastles, 6 sandcastles, or 5 sandcastles. Oh, that's right, I didn't do the color of the day and the number and stuff. Sorry. Our number is 10. But I don't think we have 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have to remember which one of these numbers is 6. Is this 6? No, that's 5. Is this 6? No, that's 7. There's your number 6. 6. I wish you guys were here, then you could help pinch these and open them. That's good for your using your pincher grip, or pincer, I think it's called. 6. How about one more? How about, oh no. Hey. Here we are. We have blue shells. How many blue shells? Do we have 10 of them? Do we have 9 of them? Or do we have 8 blue shells? You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 blue shells. So now we have to remember, is this 9? Is this 9? Or is this 9? This is the number we're working on now. It's the number 10, so that's not 9. This is the number 8. It's the number that comes before 9. If we counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we get to 9. And this is 9 shells. Let me get my little clothespin. 9 shells. We have other pictures of the ocean, but I'm going to show you some of those tomorrow, okay? That's something to look forward to because we have some real pictures. Yay! Have a great night, everybody. Well, have a great rest of your day and then a great night, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye, everybody. I hope everyone stays well.